Coach. This is Nathan Hill with Afterburn Soccer. Well, what a match, Coach. I know you probably have a lot of thoughts, but one of the things I noticed immediately throughout this match was how fans were reacting. A lot of fans were just stunned. FC Dallas fans were stunned to see a team play so aggressive on the road, to keep fighting, to keep pushing, and even 5 to 10 minutes in the game when a lot of other teams and coaches would bottle things up a bit. So, you know, talk to us about your approach as the game evolved, as the team came back. What kind of tweaks did you do, and did you continue to give the team, permission to just push until the very end? And can fans expect more of that?
100%. As we started off the pregame talking about, we're not here to take a point. We're not here to exist. We're here to get three. And it starts from the start of the whistle. We didn't start that way. So the words weren't really taken into effect. But and their first goal was obviously a fluky, that's pure luck. But it gives them the momentum, right? It gives them belief. And the second goal, another deflection that kind of rides over Ibby's head. And two kind of just deflating goals that they get, and some teams would just fold up and call it a night, and not this group. And the football we played was outstanding in my opinion. When we settled the ball on the ground and we started to play and move the ball, the goals, the chance creation, that's what we're capable of, and we're seeing these relationships grow. Even, I mean, compared to last week, some of the combinations were outstanding, and they're only going to get better as these guys get more and more days under their belt in the training field. But I was proud of their mentality to come back 2-2. And we were in the halftime locker room. We said, "Let's go for it. Let's get this win. We have the momentum now. We're up to, we stole the last two goals, so the momentum's in our favor. Let's keep our foot on the gas." And they did that, and we found the third. And I haven't looked at their third, but that was deflated. That was for me the one that I have a little sting in my belly about, just because I think there might have been some structural damage in how that third goal came across, we need to fix that. But then right back on the horse again, Logan. I mean, again, that fourth goal is a goal. That if guys are doing what they're supposed to be doing, that's a goal that counts. And now we're 4-3. And so, but the mentality to win games on the road is what we're about. That's what I'm about. And yeah, I don't want to give up three goals, but I want to fight and claw and whatever it takes to these guys are playing with joy. And that's what I mean. When people play with joy and confidence, they can score 3, 4 goals. Now, can we batten down the hat? Can we be stronger defensively? Yeah, I get it. I don't want to give up three, as much as I think it was fun to watch for fans and whatnot. I'd like us to be stronger defensively, but there was some flukiness to their goals. There weren't, clear, broke us down type, goals that some opponents may come across. So I'm just proud of where we're going and how we're trending and the football that's being played and the belief behind them. And you can see it in the locker room after the game. They're not happy with drawing this game. And that says a lot about where we're going.
My last question is just about Pedrinho. You gave him the start tonight. For a young guy, he got a big goal, of course, to start the comeback. Give us a little thoughts of why you started him, what you saw in him in practice and his development, and kind of what he can bring to this lineup.
Pedrino's got such great ideas, and he's got great feet and composure. And that position, that other winger position, is kind of, between Bernie, Pedrinho, Logan, like it's kind of up for grabs. And I want it to be a heavy competition between all of them, and they're all competing for that role. And you can see even Bernie came in and did great. But it's Pedro. He actually could have had an earlier goal, that header in the back post. But he's got great attacking mindset for the game, and his relationship and his ideas along with Lucho's and Petar's. You're going to see some really interesting stuff when he plays in the pocket, with those two. And if you can get Farfan coming around the edge of those with that, I think we got something that we can chance create with that. So Pedro, for me, it's his challenges without the ball is his endurance to get up and back in a transitional game like this league presents itself with a lot of times, and he's building his endurance, and we're on him, and he knows about it, and it's something he wants to get better at. Because if he can transition in that position, he's a lock with the ball. And he's growing. The 5 6 weeks in preseason, Pedro's becoming a big time player for us.
Thanks, Coach.
Great. Thank you, Nathan. Let's go to Buzz, please.
Buzz Carrick, third degree. Coach, hopefully my mic's working this time. I was really enjoying watching Lucho Acosta and Petter Musa play together. They seem to be really enjoying each other. Obviously, there's still some things working out. They've only been together a couple of weeks, but how do you feel about that combination, that pair, and how they're working together?
Yeah, so the goal for those two this weekend was to get that tandem working higher up the field in with those ideas. Because against Houston, they were operating in wide areas, kind of coming back deep to get the ball, and you could start to see their relationship grow, but it just wasn't hurting the opponent because it was deep in the mid block. And so I wanted to challenge them to stay a little patient. I wanted to challenge everybody else to find them in that seam between their back line and their midfield line. And I think we found them many, many times, and then they were clean. And what came of it was just, I mean, we wreaked havoc on them when we found those guys in the central part of the field. And then, I mean, just the ideas and the technique and the way they can break through and cut you. Like the second goal was just class. So their ideas, if they're coming high up the field like that, we're gonna like what we see. And so now it's about, we know we can get on the scoreboard. Now can we do the work behind the ball and really get ourselves right to start, again, I would love 3-0. That's I'm shooting for that first result. But to answer your question, Buzz, that relationship is light speed compared to last weekend, and I can only imagine where it's going for the next weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks, Buzz. And we'll close it up with Jorge. Go ahead, Jorge.
Hi, Coach. What do you thought on the last 5 minutes of the first half? I mean, the intensity of reaction of your teams. What do you have in mind when you saw 2-0 against and the minute 39?
I mean, my first thought was how, looking at the type of goals they were scoring, I'm like, it's got to be one of these nights that you're just not going to have luck on your side, given how their first two goals were scored. And then, but I mean, looking at us we have such quality when we decide to put the ball on the deck and start playing and moving off of it, moving off of each other. And so, I mean, the two goals to get us back in, I mean, the momentum changed, obviously, with the second goal. And I just felt like we got new life, which that's what goals do. And our confidence just went through the roof. And I thought even the second half, we were really good. Even when subs came in, I thought Siki did a great job. Bernard did a great job. Logan did a great job. They ignited the game in all the ways I could ask. So I was pleased with how we ended the first half.
And about Lucho for his first goal and Musa score again. What was the final conversation with the forward people at the locker room?
I haven't had time to talk to him, individually or collectively. I mean, as a tandem. I'll probably do that on the airplane, but I just think that they have that relationship is fun to watch. And even both of them, but defensively, they're giving themselves. I mean, they're Qatar. If you look at what he's doing defensively behind the ball and how he's back pressing, and he's taking headers on the diags deep in our half. Like, the guy's trying to win games for us. Like, Lucho, his intensity, he's a competitor. This guy wants to win it, and it's breeding into the group. You can see it. So I like where we're going, and 4 points on the road. The first two games, we'll take it. Now we get to go home and in front of our fans, and hopefully, again, be more stingy on the defensive end, but give them goals, and start to create a brand that that we're a team that we're gonna go get our respect. Last week, people were saying we're lucky, and I don't believe that stuff. And so if they keep thinking that, go ahead. But we're we're gonna start earning our respect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jorge. And thank you for everyone else. That'll conclude today's media availability. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.